Person number 1.
Person number 2.
What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools in boosting your child's math, science, and life skills isn't available in a classroom, on a tablet, or even a textbook, but in your kitchen cabinet, right next to the flour and sugar? Baking is often seen as a weekend activity or even a messy hobby, but I'm here to show you that it's more than that. As a parent and a baker, I've witnessed firsthand how baking brings learning to life. It's hands-on, it's exciting, and it's incredibly effective, and research backs this up. Today, I want to persuade you, whether you're a parent, a teacher, or a community member, to embrace baking as an educational tool. I'll explain what's missing from traditional learning, how baking is often fun and a practical solution, what benefits it brings, and what actions you can take to help create a brighter future for children. Let's face it, many kids today are struggling. They're overwhelmed, distracted, and disconnected from learning. Subjects like math and science are abstract, and too often, life skills like focus, patience, and perseverance are taking a backseat to screens. A report from Education Week found that many students see math as an unrelated subject to their lives, making it harder for them to stay engaged. Meanwhile, UNR Extension reports that activities like cooking naturally reinforce academic and motor skills in children. And a 2022 study by Tepper and colleagues found that kids who participate in household tasks like baking or chores, daily chores, show stronger executive functioning, meaning they're better at planning and focusing and problem solving. This is a chart by BeyondFrosting.com. It shows conversions in baking, for example, converting tablespoons into grams and cups into gallons. This is something that children can learn when they're baking and they have access to this hands-on learning. This isn't just about grades. It's about giving kids the tools they need in life to be successful. When they fall behind emotionally and academically, the entire community feels the ripple effects of this. So what can we do? The answer is simple, accessible, and already in many of our kitchens: baking. We can integrate baking to children's learning activities and their routines in a variety of ways. Bake together at home. You can also teach or introduce simple recipes as a teacher to reinforce math concepts like measuring and fractions and sequencing. After-school programs and community centers can also offer weekend workshops for baking with children. That allows them to create, collaborate, and learn. Baking teaches more than how to follow a recipe. It teaches how to plan, how to problem solve, and how to be patient and responsible in the process. It sparks curiosity. A 2018 study by Vandermaas showed that children who cook with adults ask more questions, make more predictions, and engage more deeply in the learning process. And yes, baking can be messy, but so is learning. You don't need to be a professional chef. Even baking something like banana bread can help teach important life skills. Now, imagine what this could look like if we truly embraced baking as part of a child's education. Picture a child who struggles with math, who is now confidently measuring out ingredients. They're learning fractions by pouring 3/4 cups of flour into a bowl. They're observing cause and effect as batter turns into cake. And beyond the academics, they're building confidence and independence. Now picture the opposite. A child staring at a screen, trying to make sense of numbers that feel cold and abstract. They're disengaged, frustrated, and losing interest in learning. They miss out on the joys of creating, the satisfaction of completing something with their own hands, and the subtle but powerful lessons that come from trial and error. The difference is real, and the choice is ours. So what can you do starting today? Bake with a child this week. Let them help you stir, pour, mix. Watch them light up when they see something that they made come to life. It's the best feeling ever. If you're a teacher, consider incorporating a baking lesson in your curriculum. If you work as a community member, offer and propose a baking workshop once a month. And if you're a parent, talk to your teacher or your school and see if they are willing to incorporate more hands-on learning. Most importantly, let's change how we think about education. Let's recognize that real learning doesn't only happen in the classroom, or it doesn't just come from textbooks. It can also happen around the kitchen table with a mixing bowl and a few ingredients. Today, we talked about the challenges children face in traditional learning, the powerful benefits of baking, and what each of us can do to help. Baking isn't just about cookies and cupcakes. It's about confidence, curiosity, and connection. It's about giving children the tools they need to carry through life. So next time you're in the kitchen or you reach for the flour or sugar, don't just make dessert. Make a difference. Let a child measure, mix, and discover. You're not just baking a cake, you're helping them rise. Thank you.